What is going on? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Rep 361 Texas. This is the Moist Ram. If you haven't seen the videos, please go back and check out the videos. We just recently cammed the Ram, and at the end of those videos I basically had it together as a whole truck but didn't actually drive it. So today we're gonna get a quick driving video. We are on the startup tune still. We're still working with Matt Brown to get some of the finer issues figured out. Nothing major at all, actually. It's actually a pretty damn good startup tune. Today I'm actually headed to Harbor Freight to go grab a oil filter opening tool, I guess. I call it a can opener because that's basically what it is. And what it is so you can open up your oil filter after your oil change and just check the media in there to see if it's been catching any contamination. I highly doubt I'm gonna find anything. This thing's running great. It's got amazing oil pressure. Just me being me, checking through everything before I go romp on it, because we're gonna do some wide open throttle logs today, guys, so stay tuned. Let's run over to Harbor Freight first, go grab this tool, and then we'll head over to the shop for the oil change. Got the nice lope. Alright, we're on our way to 5,000 subs, guys, and we hit like a plateau.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
And I really want to bust through 5,000. So if you're watching this video right now and you're enjoying the content so far, even though it's the beginning of the video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, check out some of the videos that I'm throwing up in the whichever one of these corners here, because those are some golden videos there. I really like those. Those seem to get a lot of traction with the people. Just check them out, see what you think. Cruise around the channel, check out the merch website. We got merch now. I don't have any of my merch on, but I do have Dr. Suds' merch on, which he's working on that currently. I'm not really gonna throw too much out there, but Dr. Suds may have their own merch line coming out pretty soon. Anyway, as of today, Matt's asking for some wide open throttle logs. I have put probably about 150, 200 miles on the truck since the cam swap. So I want to drop the oil. I just want to check everything out. I used a lot of assembly lube whenever I was putting everything together, so I kind of want to get fresh oil in it before I go out and start romping on it. So when I pulled this stock cam out at 73,000 miles is when I pulled the stock cam and put this cam in, right? At about that time, I was also noticing an oil pressure drop from stock whenever I first had bought it. Like driving down the highway, I would see maybe 51 pounds of oil pressure on the highway, just cruising down the highway like we are now. I don't know if you can see that, but currently we're sitting right at 55 pounds of oil pressure. And I have accelerated on it a little bit harder, and I'm back up to 60. That's the way it was when I bought this truck, was whenever I was driving down the highway, I'd see 55, 60 on the daily. To have 55 pounds of oil pressure again on a cam swap tells me that other cam and lifters and all that stuff was not doing too hot. Definitely, that's one thing to look out for. Probably a telltale sign you're gonna have some cam failure on your way, because my cam was looking a little rough. Keep your eyes on your oil pressure, keep your eyes on your gauges. I mean, this stays displayed in my trunk no matter what I'm doing. Every once in a while I'll swap through and stuff, but I always keep an eye on all of my temperatures. It's just all that maintenance, so take your time, guys. Don't get in a rush. The biggest problem I had in the past when I was putting stuff together was I would put it together really fast and I'd go out and race it. And I'd be damned if I didn't break a lot of cars figuring that out. I'm by no means a professional, but when you screw up enough times, you figure out how not to screw up eventually. Anyway, let's get over to Harbor Freight. We're almost there now. We get into Harbor Freight, grab this oil filter, crack them open with a bobber. If I can't find one, I'll find a MacGyver version. Road construction. Squirrel! Can't find the oil filter, crack them open with a bobber, chingazo, chingadera, chingon. Yeah. I can't find that guy, then we're just gonna go ahead and find something else that'll do the same job. I really want to crack that oil filter open today. We got Napa Auto Parts. Look at that freaking van. That's all digital camo. That's fucking sick. So we got Napa Auto Parts. We got the good old family doll hair here. Yep, that's where I'll be going when this YouTube channel fails. Go get me a damn loan. We got some Subway. Get ripped off on a foot long that's actually 11.5 inches.
In 2013, Subway was actually taken to court over claims of false advertising.
Rent-A-Center, I'll be going there pretty soon. I'm pretty sure whenever I get this broke boy rich. But anyway, since I'm broke boy, Harbor Freight Tools. Man, they got everything you need. By the way, guys, I don't know if I gave y'all a good enough idle clip earlier, so let's go ahead and get some idle clip. Oh yeah, hope you like that idle. Hope the truck likes that idle. This thing sits here and rocks. It's freaking sick. I wish you could see it on camera. You might be able to see it. Only Rams. Anyway, so I really hope this truck enjoys idling as much as it sounds like it does, because we fixing a wide open throttle this baby. Just get this oil change done with, we go wide open throttle.
Few moments later.
Well, boys, it's a sad day in Harbor Freight history. I went in there asking for something that I knew a lot of people didn't have any clue what I was talking about, but there was one guy that did. Appreciate your help, buddy. But he did actually reference it in their database, and they do not have one in store. We got 2 other stores here to choose from. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ian, why don't you just cut it open with a hacksaw? Well, see, the thing is if there are indeed metal shavings inside that filter, I don't want them to be the metal shavings that I create from cutting it open. I actually want to get the cleanest cut I can get. So with the oil filter cut tool, it actually uses kind of like scissors, but with a roller. I don't, that's too damn technical. I'm not good at explaining technical stuff. I just know how it works, all right?
I can handle things, I'm smart!
We got 2 more stores to choose from. So the next stop is Napa. Of course, Napa's a little bit pricier than Harbor Freight, and it's built to last a little bit longer, but that's fine. You know, if we start modding, you know, fully built internals on the Ram, then I might need that, you know? So here we go, pulling into the good old Napa Auto Parts.
One eternity later.
All right, so it looks like we're gonna have to get crafty. I mean, we don't really have, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna go to the dollar store real quick. So Napa Tools does have the tool, but the only one they have in stock is $200, and I think it was like $280. A lot of that was overhead, just in pricing. Oh, shut up. I don't want you to run yet. Anyway, just in pricing, the shipping. But $200 for, it's basically a can opener, guys. You know what, I'm gonna put a picture right here. I'm gonna plug a picture of what an oil filter opening tool looks like. 280 something. Don't get me wrong, that was probably the big truck one for like massive oil filters, hopefully for cruise ships or something, but still, dude, it would take me like 50 minutes to an hour to make this out of scratch.
I feel like I can make anything.
I'm in the wrong business, guys. I need to stop filming YouTube videos. That's what I need to do. Let's check out Dollar General. Oh, okay, let's grab the right door. I give up. Even the good old Family Dollar, man, I wasted an entire trip. See, this is what it's like living in a small town. Like, you go places looking for things that are common for most people, but not so common in a small town, and you can't find them anywhere. So anyway, let's get back in the truck. Let's just go open the oil filter the old-fashioned way. It's really not that hard. I just wanted to be bougie, you know. It's time for some cutout action. Y'all haven't gotten some cutout action yet. There we go. I do have my own way of getting into oil filters. So anyway, all right, next clip, we'll have her jacked up and be dropping oil. Alright, so we're downloading the new tune from Demon Motorsports. Matt Brown cut us a A little bit more aggressive tune this time. He's asking for me to just check out all the parameters as I'm driving around. If it looks good, we're gonna get a couple of wide open throttle pulls in for him. Looks like it's done with the engine. Turn this off. We're gonna wait 10 seconds approximately. Count with me now. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 0, 0. Okay, hit enter. Now it's writing the transmission tune, which we did a little bit of updating to the trans tune. Get her shifting nice and solid on this new cam. There we go. She's erasing. She'll be riding. And I want to make a video. I think probably one of my next videos is going to be why I use HP tuners over other different types of tuning software. And I know for a lot of you guys it's a very expensive option, but it is worth it in the long run, especially when you get to this point in your build. If you're planning on going as far as I've gone, and I didn't even plan on going this far, but I'm here. So now I'm here with plans to possibly go farther. It just all depends on what the feedback is from you guys. So make sure to hit the like, make sure to subscribe. We're gonna go ahead and hit enter on that bad boy. We're good to go. Alrighty. That was 10 seconds, by the way. We're finally to the part where I get to romp on the truck a little bit, which I'm a little excited for. I really want to feel what this thing's, you know, gonna act like. I know this is still kind of a soft tune to kind of keep me from hurting this damn thing in case something isn't right. But that was like half throttle. That was about half throttle. It may have been a little bit deeper than half, but she was cooking. She was cooking. I wasn't really in it. I'm kind of excited. This thing just like laid me back in the seat, and I didn't give it much effort. So everything feels good. Temperatures look good. Oil pressure looks good. Check, 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 check. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get the data log going. Data log is going. We're gonna turn right onto the highway here, and we're gonna make a little pull. It looks like, let's see here. All right, here we go. All right, y'all watch the road. I'm gonna watch the computer. Not bad. When I really actually got into it a little bit, that felt pretty good. We're still not spraying it. We're still not spraying any nitrous to her. At that point, I don't know if I can film. I need to actually change my setup as far as how I press the button in this truck, because I do have it on the button. And I don't know if you've seen the previous videos. I've mentioned it a couple times before, but the reason why I do the button setup is strictly just for having control of it, because, you know, playing around on the street versus playing around on track is a little bit different. If I start to spin, I can let off the button, stay full throttle still, just for a split second to let it grab traction, get right back in the button. Something you can't do without modulating the throttle. And then if you do that, you're also not only pulling nitrous off, you're pulling your throttle down. And anyway, for me, it's easier on the street. You start losing traction, you get rid of the nitrous, you stay on motor. As soon as it grabs, you get back into nitrous again. And I literally, I don't have any traction issues on the street. When I really want to hook, I can hook and book. When I really want to like tear it up and spin, I can do that too. It doesn't matter, but I really need to reposition the button. The button is right down here. It's always been hidden right down low. And anybody that's been inside my truck or been around my truck, unless I tell them, really doesn't know I have nitrous. Anyway, let's get pulled in here and throw a couple gallons in her and do another hit. Matt wants a log from a 20 roll. Scanning around for police officers. Definitely sounds mean. Definitely sounds like it could take some more timing. 0 knock retard on that. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this file. Alright guys, so I'm gonna do a little bit more street driving, a little bit more street logging, but those few hits is really why I recorded this video. I wanted to make that little, you know, low end pull for them. I wanted to make that little bit of a broad range, and then I kind of wanted to do a semi full pull, not an entire pull. That was 100% throttle. That was not nitrous. Of course, we're still tuning around, spraying it, so there will be timing left on the table for the nitrous. So once all that's dialed in, I venture to say this thing's gonna really wake up. All right, guys. Well, let me get on with this drive. I'm gonna do some more data logging. Challenger.
Squirrel.
I'm gonna get some more data logging in with today, and then I think that about wraps up this video. Oh yeah, I got a couple things at the end of the video. I'll talk to y'all here in a minute. Let me finish this out first. I know the truck's loud as shit, cruising down the highway. But anyway, guys. All right, see y'all in a minute. The reason why people cut their oil filters open whenever they're doing something like this, it's because when looking at the dipstick, you don't see if there's any engine wear. If you put a magnetic drain plug or a magnet on your oil pan, there's really no way to see if there's any engine wear, because a lot of the materials that they use for bearings, the actual parts that wear down, the stuff in your heads, like where your cams and everything mount, they're non-ferrous materials. So that means they're not magnetic. So by doing the magnet thing, yes, it will help any metal shavings collect, keep it from recirculating through the system if it has passed through the oil filter, but every bit of the oil has to get pushed through the filter. So particles and sediment and all that stuff, this is where it actually ends up. It doesn't end up on your magnetic drain plug. If you're seeing stuff on the magnetic drain plug and it's heavy metal, it's probably... Alright guys, sorry about that. The camera's almost dead. It died on me once already. But the reason why they do this is because the filter catches everything. And so in doing this, we're checking the filter media, and I'm not seeing anything but golden beauty in there.